Welcome to Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or you return viewer or subscriber. I hope that this message resonates and helps you in some way. If you find that it doesn't, just keep in mind that this is a general reading and they do not resonate for everyone. And you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign because sometimes those are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hey there, my Cancers, and welcome to your singles reading for April 2019. Okay, we're full into spring, and hopefully that means that love is in the air. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what wonderful messages we have for our Cancer singles. Okay, first card is going to represent your current energy, what you may be dealing with, okay, as far as any relationships or your love life in general. And that would be Page of Swords in the reverse, okay? Next card represents any challenges or what may be crossing this energy. High Priestess in reverse. All right, next card represents any past energies that you're dealing with. Four of Wands. Next card represents anyone who may be coming towards you or their energy or who they are, what they represent. Anyone you're dealing with now currently. Got the Ace of Wands. Next card represents what it is that you want. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Next card represents motivating factors which driving you. This is conscious or subconsciously. Four of Swords in reverse. Next card represents your advice for this reading. Chariot in reverse. Next card represents possible external factors. Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right, and the possible outcome, we've got the Moon in the reverse. All right, Cancer. So, off the rip, some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. A Pisces who's not being honest about what they feel or not being honest about their intentions. Or a Pisces that's just not in tune, okay? They still sleeping on this relationship. Some of you still sleep. You're sleeping on yourself, okay? High Priestess in reverse. But you're waking up. I think that there's some things that are going to happen that you're not going to be able to ignore. Okay? So, let's go ahead and see what these clarifiers have to say for us. Some ugly truths coming out, Cancer. We've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. The truth. All right, Queen of Pentacles. The World. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to have to pull another card because what is it that you guys really want? Got the High Priestess in reverse again. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Damn. Okay. And the King of Swords in the reverse. Oh. All right. Cancer. Let me go ahead and pull this extra card in the what you want position. Let's figure out what's going on here. And what is it that you really want? Six of Swords in the reverse. No, I'm not satisfied with that. Four of Cups. Knight of Wands. I'm being a little unorthodox today. I'm just going with it. All right. So, let's start off with this Page of Swords in the reverse, okay? Page of Swords in reverse, you may be dealing with some nasty arguments, or there's someone who's giving you a hell of a hard time, okay? Someone who's just bombarding you, either with shit you don't want to hear, or Not that it's just that you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it because it's so nasty. It's so ugly. All right. We've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse, clarifying that, which means that it's like the ugly truth here. All right. And their delivery just may be a little harsh. It's not necessarily that it's not something you need to hear. It's just the way they're saying it, the way they're coming at you is way harsh, okay? For some of you, you're going to find out that someone isn't as loyal as you think they are, that someone has betrayed you somehow, or that someone has been dishonest, okay? Um, clarifying that, I mean, not clarifying that, your challenge is that I feel like you haven't been following your intuition, okay? Cancer, you are some of the most intuitive people on this planet. So when you don't follow your intuition, the results are glaring because your intuition is always spot on, okay? So if you're not going with that and instead trying to just love your way through and nurture your way through a situation, then it's going to feel like a betrayal, okay? You're going to feel betrayed if you've been giving someone all of that good, loving, nurturing Cancer energy, and then they turn around and betray you, all right? For some of you, you're dealing with energies from a past relationship. For some of you, it could have been a past marriage, okay? Someone that you went through a lot with, but that situation ended, okay? With the world in reverse, it was the end of a chapter for some of you, okay? End of a cycle. But I think that there's still some residual energy coming from this past relationship. I think I want to pull another card here just to see. I think that's where this nurturing comes from. I feel like you're giving this loving, serious energy to people who don't deserve it. All right, like you're loving on someone and giving them, like, it's almost like you're giving them wife status when there's no relationship established, or they just don't even deserve it. Okay, let me go ahead and pull another card for this past energy. Eight of Cups in reverse. For some of you, it's a relationship that in the past that you've been thinking about. I think it's on your mind heavy, okay? And I'm looking at what you want, and for some of you, I think it's this past relationship that may be over, but for whatever reasons, you're still strongly energetically tied to this relationship, because for you, this represented happier times, okay? So let's say you are single now because you are divorced, okay? I think you're out here still carrying on relationships in your single life as if you were married, because you just don't know another way, okay? So I think that's going to resonate with some of you. I think that some of you instinctively know that what you're doing is for this other person. It's like you're still carrying out these feelings that you have for this past connection, okay? But you're maybe possibly giving it to somebody who, again, I don't feel like they deserve it. Okay, who are you dealing with, or the energy of who's coming towards you? Ace of Wands in reverse. So there's a lack of motivation here. This person's kind of stagnant themselves. Their intentions may not be the best. Okay, for some of you, this person's dealing with some of their own issues. The chemistry may be off. The physical attraction may be off, and it could just be that they themselves are not in a place where they can offer that. Four of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this person is trying to open up, okay? They're trying, maybe, or they're trying to get you to open up some more and let your guard down some more. But again, their intentions with you are not necessarily the best. So I think, your intuition is definitely going to be your guide here, Cancer. So if you've been ignoring that little, alarm in your head, the warning signs, the red flags, it's really time to pay them some attention. What is it that you want? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Well, you don't want to have to put so much effort into your relationships. And you don't. You decide how much effort you put into a situation. You're tired of working so hard, right? You don't want to have to work so hard. You don't want to have to, what is this? Six of Swords. You're tired of the stagnation. You don't want to move away from this situation, because even though you're despondent, you're not necessarily, happy with this offer, you feel like that you can squeeze some type of passion out of this person or passion out of this situation. All right. you want someone who's going to come in and not just sweep you off your feet, but you want someone who's going to knock your, socks off. You want someone who's going to blow your mind in a sexual type of way, but you don't want to work for it. You feel like you've been working so hard, right? You've been putting in all this effort and energy into a situation just to be dealing with someone who either don't know what they want or just isn't in a place where they can even give you that. Like, that's the one thing they can't give you, is that passion that you're looking for. You don't have to work for your love, Cancer, okay? You don't have to. Yes, we have to all put effort into a relationship, but it should be a two-way street. So listen to your intuition. If somebody is not putting any effort into a situation, it's never going to balance out if you put less effort into it. It's just a situation where maybe this is not the place for you, or maybe you need to fall back to see if this person will come at you with more effort. All right, but I feel like right now every card that represents external factors is an ace in the reverse. So you're dealing with someone whose intentions are all jacked up. Okay, what's driving you? All right, your thoughts are unclear. All right, and you're not following your intuition, so you're moving on unreliable feedback from yourself. Okay, your thoughts are jumbled, they're kind of chaotic. It's kind of hectic going on in your mind, because it's like when you ignore your intuition, it gets louder and louder. And so you thinking that you're going to do what you want to do, mixed with the thoughts that are coming in that are giving you your warnings, it's a lot going on. It's a hot mess in your mind right now. Okay, and so you're moving from a place of instability. All right, which is why you're in this Page of Swords in the reverse energy right now, because again, you're probably realizing the truth. Okay, you're realizing either the truth about this person that you're dealing with, or the truth that in the past, like say you're super single and you're not dealing with anyone, you're realizing where you've given your all to situations instead of following your intuition and doing it at a normal pace. Like you're jumping all in, and you're like, look it, I can cook, I can clean, I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, right? But you're doing that before it's even time. It's like, let's take some steps, okay? Stop jumping all in with people who haven't proved their worth to you. All right? You don't have to prove your worth to someone who hasn't even put any effort into a situation. We definitely don't want to do that. All right. And your advice for the reading is slow your roll. Slow your roll. Where are we going? Where are you going, Cancer? All right. Is this somebody, wave a red flag in front of you? It's like, chill, relax. Okay. Pay more attention to people's intentions. Pay more attention to people's intentions. Okay. You're a good person. You don't have to prove that to anybody. Okay, you're a catch. You don't have to prove that to anybody. Anybody come up to you should know you're a catch and catch you. Okay, you don't have to snare anybody in your claws. You don't have to do anything, because that's not necessarily. I know we get these messages from movies and media and all of that stuff. And yeah, sometimes you're dealing with someone who's a knucklehead and someone who can't see the forest for the trees. But that's not every single situation. So if you have a history or a pattern of, forgetting everything that you're feeling and ignoring your gut and just doing all these things that you feel like people are going to be appreciative of, then you can't get upset if they don't appreciate it, because 9 times out of 10, they probably haven't even asked for it. And if someone's asking you for something that you're not comfortable or you feel like it's not time for, that's a red flag in itself. All right. External factors. Well, you've got someone who either, isn't all in, isn't going to put any effort or energy, isn't telling the truth. All right. Doesn't have great intentions, not in their thoughts, not in their emotions. Okay. So this is giving me user vibes. This is giving me the energy of somebody who's just using you because of all these great things that you do, Cancer. Or someone who just, I'm telling you, this person, I don't even think it's personal. I think this person just kind of moves that way. All right. I think this person just moves that way. They just kind of see what they can get because they don't have anything to give. All right. It's not personal. What is the outcome? Well, I feel like there's going to be some truth revealed, and again, I feel like it's not going to be good. You know, you're going to either recognize or realize where somebody has been manipulating or manipulative. King of Swords in the reverse. That's very bitter, very oppressive energy. Okay, someone who, you know, their thoughts and their words are just very, very nasty. And it comes from a place of being vindictive, of being bitter, and maybe from their past experiences, you know? So if you're dealing with that type of energy, whether it's yourself, you know, maybe you're recognizing where, you know, a situation from the past might have scarred you. Or if you are dealing with someone and you're recognizing that this person ain't about it, okay? This person just ain't it. They ain't it, chief, okay? And you really need to slow down and let this person be who they are gonna be versus you showing how great you can be. All right, let me go ahead and pull a Romance Angel Oracle card for this just to see what the Romance Angels say, you know, because sometimes they say it a little bit nicer than I do. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right, so let me go ahead and read from the book. And it says that, like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you relinquish control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, right? Tune in, Cancer. Tune into yourself, your intuition. All right? It says, as you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers that you receive, okay? This card comes to you from the Romance Angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. All right, Cancer. So here you have it, okay? You've got that intuition for a reason, all right? You're so good at that for a reason, because you are so sensitive, because you are so loving, because you have so much to give. You've got to let that intuitive deepness that you have guide you so that you're not constantly, you know, dimming your light by dealing with people who are just going to drain you or people who are going to, you know, use you. And if you realize, right, with this moon in reverse, the realization that this goes deeper. It's deeper than just one person or one thing. It's about where you're coming from. It's about the fact that you're not connecting to yourself, which means that maybe, you know, you need to love yourself. You need to nurture yourself. Nurture your intuitive connection to your higher self. All right, Cancer. So that has been your singles reading. Guys, let me know, you know, in the comments what you're dealing with. Are you dealing with the Pisces? Are you dealing with the Gemini, a Taurus, an air sign, an Aquarius, or a Capricorn? Let me know what's going on with you guys. And I will see you at the next read. Oh, if you would like a personal reading, of course, you can hit me up. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Cancer.